welcome back everyone to RoyalCraft SMP. Today, we are getting some stuff done. We're doing all of the things in today's episode. So you may notice a few things are different. We now have a farm. It is not currently working, as you can see. I need to switch the wheat with potatoes, probably. I have a melon and pumpkin farm over here, which is only slightly effective. A little bit, I guess. I mean, it's not super great. I have this sugarcane farm over here, also same thing, not super great, but it works a little bit. Our bee farm is doing fantastic. We can check it out. You can see we got quite a bit of honey, quite a bit of honeycomb, quite a bit of honey bottles. But our best functioning farm, which is not public because I don't want people taking my things. I've already had quite a bit of a rough go of it. As you can tell, I'm still in iron armor. I've got only iron tools. My only current diamond tool is a diamond hoe that I didn't even make. This was given to me by the general. So, but as you can see, this puppy is working quite nicely. I don't know if it's working right this second because I've been messing with villagers, so you can see there's villagers all over the place, plus those two. There were baby villagers running amok. Now, of course, they're adults. So it works for the most part. We've got a lot of iron right now, so I'm not too bothered or worried about it. Another cool thing is Maddie did actually come up into the nether. As you can see, we're at 115 Y level, and we were given... There is a cat in here. Hello. And we were all assigned to our portals, and this tunnel is very long. I actually put all these torches here because when I first entered to check out the tunnels, there were like 5 skeletons right outside of my portal, and I didn't really want to deal with that, so I just tried to light up this tunnel as much as I could, and so far it's helped. I haven't seen any skeletons in a while. So as you can see, there are signs that direct us in every direction. I think spawn is this way. Yeah, okay, so spawn is this way. So I've actually been tasked with the job to make the spawn look slightly pretty. My idea was to make it look super busy with, you know, multiple different colors and blocks because it is the shopping district. So, you know, you want it to be kind of like epic, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I was just overthinking it. Anyway, I built this here so that people could leave their suggestions about what they want to see at the spawn area. So I started it off with a horse stable. I thought it'd be cool to, you know, like, that's what these fences are for right now, is just in case you're visiting spawn, you can hook up your horse. We don't actually know whose horse this is. This horse has been at spawn for like 3 days and no one's claimed it yet, so not totally sure about that. But I wanted to make this area kind of look good. I'm gonna, like, you know, move the forest back a little bit so I can put some buildings in this spot. I'll probably end up moving it back to only like right here, maybe a little bit farther that way, maybe to the hill. I'm not totally sure. But I want to put a bunch of like cool houses and things like that. A nice little spawn area for us to, you know, like chat and hang out, and then right next to it will be the giant shopping district where ooh, it looks like somebody's set up a shop over here. Let's check it out. So judging by the way it looks, I'm gonna assume it's a stone shop, and I'll bet it belongs to Chaza. Now, last episode, I was betting quite a few things. I was betting that things belonged to people, that people did things, and well, I was wrong about a lot of it. So I'm not gonna hedge my bets too hard, but I do think, yes, Chaza Stone Shop. We want lower prices. Oh, 2 diamonds for a stack. Yeah, that's pretty steep. I mean, this early on, that's pretty steep. So it's 2 diamonds for a stack for all of it. I really like what he's done here, though. I like this, you know, you can tell that's tough, that's diorite, that's stone, andesite, cobblestone. I like that. That's cool. Cobblestone should definitely not be 2 diamonds for a stack. That is absurd. Now, I'm gonna assume the reason that he made his prices so high is because over here, I have my honey shop. And in my honey shop, I highly doubt anybody's bought any yet. Doesn't seem like people are too crazy interested in honey. But let's not forget, this is just an explanation for what the honey brigade is. So you can see we've got Bean and Cat's honey shop, 2 diamonds per 16 honeycomb and 16 honey bottles. Now again, those prices are very steep, but you come here one time, grab some honeycomb, you can start your own honey farm. Yeah, as you can see, nobody's bought anything. Totally fine. We'll probably lower the prices soon. Actually, let's do that right now. Alright, there we go. So now we are doing 1 diamond per 32 honey bottles and 1 diamond per 32 honeycomb. For some reason, Bedrock like jams all of the text together, so it looks really weird, but it's fine. So I want to address a few things. 1, we do not have diamond armor yet because we do not have enchants yet, and I'm scared that I'm gonna lose it or break it, and I don't want that. Of course, the enchants won't save it from falling into lava. Only netherite will. But what I'm saying is, I'd like to at least have protection 4 on my armor so I can stand a bit more of a chance against the mobs trying to kill me. So speaking of enchants, we're gonna head over to Putnam's quick and I'm gonna show you guys something. Can I just say, wow, this is amazing. I really like this actually. You've been tuffed. Oh man. You know, I think this is fine because I think Putnam is using tough in his build, so whoever did that is just nice. Okay, but to get down to what the point is, this is a secret little room, so check it. Right here he has a little bit of a fish farm, and I was actually using this earlier with his permission, of course. I asked him if I could use this, and look at this book I got. It's Silk Touch 1, Impaling 5, Mending 1, Knockback 2. This is literally insane. This is a pickaxe book right here. Silk Touch 1 and Mending. Now, he did mention to me that he wants Silk Touch 1 and Mending, so I did already tell him that he could just have that one for letting me use his farm. But check it out. So, there's something that goes on. I'm not going to right-click here. I'm just going to completely just let the... See, look, I didn't click anything. And it just automatically farmed it. So... that's a cool little fish farm. I think I'm actually going to bring this into my village. I think I'm going to bring one of these to my village, and I'm going to try to make a really big item sorter, because as you can see, his chests are a bit chaotic, which, I mean, is totally fine. He can have his chests however he wants, but I say that as he's got more of an organized storage than I've ever had in my life. At least this early on, he's like got all this stuff going on, and like, man, I have not that. Putnam, I'm borrowing your horse. Sorry in advance if I forget to tell you. But yeah, so I want to create that fish farm, and I want to create a massive item sorter, just because I haven't really done an item sorter before, and I want to, you know, learn the redstone. For example, I did this redstone clock right here, which is a double-sided comparator hopper clock thing. I don't know, I'm making all these words up, honestly. But I made this clock with the intent to use both farms. Like, as you can see, it's interchanging which one actually is activated and which one is not, which I find to be kind of cool. So I've just been kind of trying to learn some redstone, because as I said in my last series, I really want to, you know, be able to make my own farms and, you know, learn and adapt without having to watch tutorial videos. This is a very, very simplified version of the one I did on my episode 1 of my survival series. Simplified because instead of, you know, like having the 3 villagers underneath and the 3 villagers on top and the zombie in a boat and all that stuff, literally it's just there's just a hole and there's a bunch of villagers in it. I have to say, professions on bedrock are so difficult to learn. I had a villager over here, my farmer villager. He was inside of there with the compost, and he had a Fletcher job because I have fletching tables all the way in that farm over there. For example, this guy was a baby with no job, and he's now a Fletcher, and he has been right here the whole time. He just took a job from all the way over there. In Java, they have to actually touch the table, so I had to like figure some things out. It took me like 20 minutes just to get that guy to become a farmer. Also, I decided no longer to farm cows just because I have so much leather, and honestly, at some point, I'm gonna need more, I'm sure, but somebody will sell it, and then we'll just buy it up. But I wanted to farm my own wool because I want to incorporate wool into some of my builds. Also, I only briefly touched on this last video, so I'm gonna explain it a little bit better. Putnam and I are gonna soup up this village, like pimp my village level of soup it up. Buildings like the cleric tower are gonna become very large structures with a bunch of cleric villages in there ready to trade. The farmer locations are going to become giant farmers markets where there's going to be many different farmers in there ready to trade. Cartographers, saw people, butchers, all of that. Since I'm making a village build, you know, a medieval village build, I thought that it would make sense to like have a centralized shopping area for my actual village. Anyway, we've got a lot in store for today's episodes. We want to build a couple farms. We want to get a few things done. We want to explore a little bit. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna collect some materials to start building my starter house. I don't want to wait until episode 3 to start my starter house. I want to get my starter house done in episode 2. But first, we're gonna do a quick transition and all of these chests will be organized. 1, 2, 3. It's been an hour. That being said, we did roughly organize everything. I tried to keep it all themed, you know, like nether theme, shovel theme, pickaxe / stone theme, wood, etc. But now we cleaned up this area just a little bit, so it just looks a little bit better, and now our farms are all visible. Also, you can see I started going for a theme with the farms, and I think I'm gonna do that to these farms as well, just to, you know, make everything match. I'll do that, but right now I need to go collect a whole bunch of materials so that I can build my starter house. So I need things like sand and birch wood and just a lot more things. Also, they've been working on the Nether Hub basically the entire time that I was working on the sortings. So let's go see what the progress is. Doesn't look like they've made their way down here quite yet. It's quite admirable that they're doing this because this is very, very large scale build. I see they've gotten this far. Okay. So one thing I want to mention, and I don't mean this to be a jerk, but I did supply a very high majority of the deep slate wool and the amethyst and the soul soil. But I didn't charge them anything because, well, we're all working towards the same thing, so it's a worthwhile investment to help out the rest of the royals. Plus, it's not like they're taking advantage of anything, because, well, we're all going to use this area. They're just simply designing it. But I really do like the way it looks. I think it's coming out really well. Okay, I'm going to spruce up these farms, and I'm going to go collect some stuff, but I'll be right back afterwards. Okay, so I farmed Putnam's fishing farm for, like, maybe 2-3 hours, a few hours, and I already got all of these insanely good books, so I'm definitely going to put them to use. You can see I've already been building up this pickaxe here. I've got Efficiency 5, Fortune 2, Unbreaking 3, Mending 1. I actually am going to put Fortune 3 on this right now. Boom! Fortune 3 on our pickaxe. Beautiful, beautiful. So I do have a Protection 4 Mending book. I have another Protection 4 book, and a couple Unbreaking 3 books. That's another Mending book. I got Sharpness 4, Unbreaking 3, Unbreaking 3. So as you can see here, I've got this set of diamond armor in my ender chest, so I'm just gonna straight up put this on here. Start with the helmet. We will put, let's make sure. All right, we'll put Protection 4 and Mending on it. Look at that. Ooh, it feels good. We'll also throw Unbreaking 3 on there. Alright, then on our boots, let's go ahead and put Feather Falling 4. Where'd that book just go? There it is, Feather Falling 4, and then also Protection 4. Wait a second. Wait, should I have been making this netherite first? I have a netherite ingot. Whatever, we'll get to that when we do. Put Protection 4 on them, and Unbreaking 3. We don't have Mending on that quite yet. Oh, wait. It's gonna cost 9 enchants, and we used literally everything we have. Okay. So yeah, I definitely look forward to making my own fish farm because that loot is insane. Also, last night, I didn't record the audio, but I tried to get a creeper head, and it didn't go so well. I'll play a clip. Yeah, so, not great. I was actually thinking we might set up a creeper farm, and then instead of them dying, we'll funnel them into a hole and put some lightning rods there so that they'll get charged like that. That way, we can charge up a couple of them, or even all of them, and then when the other normal creepers fall in the hole, we blow all of it up, and then boom, literally, we have a bunch of creeper heads. Also, I have slowly been working on getting enchants. Well, I'm gonna say accidentally, but it wasn't an accident. I accidentally slain pretty much all of my villagers. So yeah, the iron farm is not exactly up and running right now. Also, I say accidentally, but what really happened was they were annoying me, and I just started killing the ones that were in the way, and now I barely have any left. That being said, I do have a mending villager, so that's cool. Right, I came down here to deposit all of these potatoes, so now they should breed up a whole bunch more villagers for me. Right, so we're here with Putnam and Chazza. Chazza's streaming right now, but I just wanted to bring Putnam something, actually, because he's been super kind and letting me use his fish farm. As you can see, we've gotten full enchantments from it, so yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a little gift. We're just gonna give him a whole bunch of spruce. And that's my good deed for the day. I'm just kidding. We've plenty more good things to do today. But we're gonna start by building our house. So, something very unfortunate happened, so I wanted to just talk over this tiny bit of a time lapse. Basically, I lost the footage of me actually building, but I did take a bunch of screenshots, and by a bunch, I mean literally 7. I kind of messed up. I forgot that I was taking screenshots. This was kind of my backup plan to if the time lapse looked whack. Unfortunately, I messed up the time lapse anyway, so this is what you get. The house is actually not what I intended it to be, which I'll point out in the next clip, but yeah, so just wanted to say sorry about that. We kind of had to freebase it, and I'm not totally sure how much I like it because of that. I'll put up a picture of what I made in creative, and then we can compare that side to side with what I actually made. Here, let's do this. So yeah, as you can see, it's a bit different, but it's okay because I don't totally hate it. I mean, I think actually it's kind of better because I gave myself a lot better interior to work with, especially upstairs. I feel like this is going to be a lot easier to work with than what was on the other one. Also, I will be knocking this wall out at some point and adding another room. The only reason I didn't right now is because I don't have the time for it right now. And this project has taken me a very long time. I had to like accommodate for a lot of things on this build, such as my foolishness in the design. I wanted to add a lot of depth. So like right here, I made this tiny little spot for like a mob or two, maybe. Again, at some point, this wall right here will be knocked out. I don't know how much of the wall, but a little bit of it will be knocked out and brought out more this way. But yeah, so this is basically our starter house. I hope you guys can get kind of the theme we're going for. We're gonna build a bunch of these. Definitely not all of them are gonna be this size. Probably a few of them will be close to this size, but most of them are gonna be a little bit more quaint. But yes, so now that our house is done, we have a couple more things I want to do this episode, because this episode's probably not too long at this point. And well, we already did what the title says, so I think I'm going to get started on a path. I want to make a nice leveled path that goes all the way down to where this water is over here. And then eventually we'll just put some houses on either side of it, make a nice little village. So I've got to get to designing that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're heading to someone's base. We have an order on mending books. So I set up a little enchantment pop-up shop at spawn, where basically I was giving everyone mending 1 books. I guess there's only 1 mending, but I gave them mending books and silk touch books for only 1 diamond. Thankfully, before they all ran out, I was requested to save 5 of the books so that I could bring them to Guy Diamond. So we're on our way now to fulfill his order while he's online. And while we take our little walk over there and do the little trade, I wanted to say I am recording this after having edited everything before this part of the video, and I have to say, I definitely have been on a very large spike of ADHD while recording this video. It's kind of happening right now as well, but I just wanted to say, like, I've been having a really hard time flowing like I usually do, like I did in my last video and the videos before then. So I just wanted to say that I am sorry for that. I don't mean to be, you know, like, blanking so much, and I know I'm all over the place. It's hard for me to finish a sentence, and I just wanted to apologize for that because I'm sure it's very difficult to watch. Alright, great, getting a little business done. Yeah, so it just kind of hit me while I was editing. It's kind of like all over the place, and it was difficult for me to even like understand myself. I tried to edit it as comprehensible as possible, so I'd hate to blame bad commentary on something like a mental illness, but I genuinely have been having a really rough time focusing lately, and that is definitely the #1 reason. But how are you guys liking the video so far? I hope it's pretty entertaining. Like I said, it's a bit of a jumbled mess, so I apologize if it's hard to follow. Okay, so we made the general layout of what this path is going to look like. I'm going to add a couple more blocks. I'm going to add a bit more detailing. I just wanted to path it out, just to kind of see, you know, the shape and the form of it. Also, I put some slabs here in this area, just to spruce it up a little bit. But yeah, I think this area is coming along pretty nicely. Obviously, there's going to be a whole lot more paths and a whole lot more buildings. These paths will go that way. They'll lead all around there, down and around. And I'm going to have houses all around this whole pathway. Also, my girlfriend and I were doing a bit of research on medieval architecture, and the way that my house is kind of pushed out one at the top, that is actually a strategy they used in medieval time. I'll throw up a reference photo of what I mean. So basically, the houses kind of overhang at the top over the street, and that is to account for how many people there were, but how small the towns were. So if you had a whole bunch of people in one small village, you would want to accommodate for how large the street was by making your house smaller at the bottom and larger at the top. That way the top can house more things and the bottom can fit nicely on the path. So I'm going to slowly lay out with signs at some point. where I want what things, and then yeah, we should start working on it. But however, for now, as you can see, my tools are a little broken. I need to heal specifically my shovel and my pickaxe. And since you can't hold things in your offhand, I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. And AFKable farm. Yeah, so maybe it's not the most old-fashioned, but we have a blaze spawner very far away in the nether here. It's probably something like 4,000 blocks away in the nether, but Putnam and I do have a secret blaze farm. Also, it's only secret because, well, shops and things exist, and we don't want to just give everybody free farms to everything at all times, because then shops will become almost useless. So anyway, I'm gonna head there now, and then I'm going to assess the situation. Alright guys, so after a very long time of watching the same video over and over, and also trying to follow that same video, I think I may have crafted a blaze farm. I'm not sure who actually invented this trident killer method. However, whoever they are, thank you, first of all. I tried to find like the very first video of whoever made it, and I just simply could not. Okay, so now in theory, this should be spawning blazes. A couple of the pistons are going to be broken because I didn't bring stone pressure plates. I don't know if that even would have mattered, but as you can see, these ones are constantly being activated because there's blocks on the pressure plate, so I'm gonna have to wait until those blocks despawn. But as you can see, we have somebody down here. Ooh, we got two now. Okay, so let's check out if this works or not. It should be killing them. Oh, there goes one, and I got the XP. That one's, oh, is that legal? Can they just leave? I thought this was like a fool. Oh, wait. Oh, he comes right back down to die. Okay, sweet. So now we have the trident killer. Yeah, so I didn't really fail, I would say, in making this. However, it's not great. Since we have this in a little hole, and also the coordinates will probably have been blocked out this whole time by cat. So yeah, I don't want to give away where this is because I do plan on selling these blaze rods, but I'm not going to sell them to players. I'm going to sell them, or at least try to convince somebody to buy them from me for their shop. The chances of somebody stumbling upon this are low, but honestly, if you're a royal and you're watching this and you stumble upon this, I mean, it's fine. You can use it. Don't like steal the stuff, but if you want to AFK some of the XP, that's totally cool. So yes, we have created the trident killer. I used JC Plays video. I don't know who actually created the original design for the trident killer, but I used a JC Plays tutorial for it. So giving that credit where it is due, I actually want to head to the top here and just make sure that they're not just hanging out up here, because that was a problem before. Okay, so let's see if I can actually just collect all of these blocks. Okay, all right, now quickly we want to throw the trident. Ouch, throw the trident there. Uh-oh. Hey, okay, we want to throw the trident there, and then this should go there, and then we want glass right there. Okay, just to make sure it still works. Okay, it still works. We're good, we're in business. Okay, all of these are being activated, which means it should be pushing them down. There we go. Look at that. Oh, snap. Oh, I distracted him. Wait, let me close this off. Oh, perfectionist. Okay, there we go. Now they should all be coming to the bottom. Look at this. This is crazy. Okay, sweet. So now I should be able to just AFK right here with this on. All of my tools should get healed, and I should be getting XP levels. This is absolutely crazy. All right, so I've got a couple of tools, basically all of my tools. I'm just going to heal them all up. And I'm going to AFK this, and as you can see, there's nothing in the chest right now. I will be back in, like, I don't even know, however long it takes for all of my tools to heal, because obviously I'm going to have to stay here and switch between them when they heal up. But we'll see how many blaze rods we make, and I'll tell you guys how fast it was. So I will be right back. Okay, we've AFK'd for a little while now. We now have 66 levels. I turned the audio off because it was very loud and very annoying. So all of my tools are now healed, including my armor and everything, and we made 54 blaze rods. Now, to give you guys a bit of idea of how long that took, I think I was here for maybe 15 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes, somewhere in between there, and it doesn't look like any got stuck up here. Oh, okay, bye. Well, awesome. Now we have a freaking blaze farm. Look at us, man. We're getting so much more done in the SMP than we did in our survival world. I don't know. I'm proud of myself. Right, so I was getting tired of running in the nether because it is a very, very long path. So I got sidetracked and I got a whole bunch of ice from this mountain. So now I have the task of running all the way back. However, I do remember where I came from, so I got a boat. And now the part of the video where Devin places ice for an actual eternity. Alright, so we finally finished all of the ice. I'm actually not sure if you can use a boat on this when it's only one wide. Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fine. I will off camera sometime. I'll do that. I don't feel like doing it right now because that already took a long time and, well, I simply do not have a lot of time, so don't feel like doing that. And now that I'm here, I may as well quickly heal up my pickaxes. Oh, look at this beast, man. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it so much. Also, by the time you're seeing this, I am streaming live on my YouTube channel right now, so you can go and you can hang out with me in chat if you're watching this on the premiere. If not, of course, you are more than welcome to watch any more of my videos. I thank you guys so much for hanging around and being around and hanging with me for this journey of RoyalCraft. Also, another thing I don't think I ever actually mentioned on this channel is that I have a Discord server. It is linked in the description and I'll put it at the top of the comments, so if you guys want to join my Discord server, you are more than welcome to join. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you when pigs fly. Wait, that's not my outro. Until next time, bye-bye-bye-bye.